What's up, guys? Matt Moda here with GoldBoys, here to give you 5 bets in 5 minutes. That's right, in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to give you my 5 favorite bets for tonight. We're talking Wednesday, January 29th, all NBA and a pretty big NBA betting slate. So we can get right into it. Just remember to like the video, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Play number 1, we're going to go with Bam Adebayo, double-double. You can get this at plus 100 odds at Bet365 if you build out 10 plus points and 10 plus rebounds. The matchup play here is on the rebounds, but just to comment on the points real quick, his point prop is set at either 15.5 or 16.5, depending on where you look. He scored 10 points in 85% of his games, including 16 against the Cavs this year. So pretty confident that he will at least get to 10 points. In terms of the rebounds, also has a good hit rate there. 59% of the time he's gotten at least 10 rebounds. The Cavaliers have allowed 62% of centers with a similar profile to Bam Adebayo hit their rebound prop over. Last time these two teams played, he had 13 rebounds and he had 16 points, cashing out the double-double. The rebounds, again, is the matchup play. The points was really just added to get a little bit of a better price, plus 100 versus minus 120 if you just go with the rebounds. So Bam, I like. Next up, and you're going to sense a theme here, Jalen Duren, double-double, another plus 100 play at Bet365 if you build it out, 10 plus points and 10 plus rebounds. He's been awesome recently. He's gotten at least 10 points in like 8 straight games. What I like about that is that a couple times he scored exactly 10. So his point prop over under is about 11.5. He hasn't hit that in 8 straight games, but he's at least gotten to 10 rebounds. And he's had a great matchup and great success specifically against the Pacers. He's scored 10 plus points in all 3 games against the Pacers this year with 13, 14, and 17. He's gotten 10 plus rebounds in all 3 games against them as well with 13, 12, and 17. More importantly, on 20, 18, and 19 rebound chances in those 3 games. The biggest issue with Duren is just staying out of foul trouble. And the Pacers aren't a team that's going to get him into foul trouble, which is why he's had success against them this year. And if you just look at games in which he's had at least 18 rebound chances, which is the floor of what he's had in 3 games against the Pacers, he's gotten at least 10 boards in 19 of 25 games. I really like this one. Next up, and I promise this is our last double-double play, but it's Daniel Gafford double-double. Same thing here, plus 100, you get 10 plus points and 10 plus rebounds. You can put that in technically a parlay, you get plus 100. So really, really good play here. He scored at least 10 points in 8 of 10 games without Luka and Derek Lively. He's done it in 12 of 15, specifically without Derek Lively. That's the most important thing here, because with no Derek Lively, he eats up the majority of the center minutes. And the Pelicans are just an abomination and a great matchup for how we want Daniel Gafford to score. The majority of his points come from putbacks. The Pelicans, one of the worst defenses at allowing putbacks. That also helps his rebounds as well. Pelicans are also one of the worst defenses guarding the paint and the restricted area specifically. That's where 100% of where Gafford's points come from. As for rebounds, the Pelicans have allowed 11 of 15 centers, similar to Daniel Gafford, hit their rebound prop over, and they've allowed the most rebounds to centers in the entire NBA, according to multiple sources. So really good matchup here. Next up, we're going with Anthony Edwards, 30 plus points. His season-long hit rate isn't phenomenal for him to score 30 plus, but everything changed for him after complaining in that Celtics game, where if you guys remember, he complained about getting doubled all the time. Since then, he scored 30 points in 7 of 13 games. And in 2 different games, he scored exactly 28. So he came close, but 7 of 13 scoring 30 is good. Gets a really good matchup on paper against a Suns team that allows the 8th most points per game to pick and roll ball handlers, the 10th most points per game via above the break 3-pointers, but more importantly, they allow the 2nd highest frequency of shots against them come via the pull-up, and Anthony Edwards scores the 2nd most pull-up points in the entire NBA. So it's a really good matchup for him. He's been on a heater here. And then our last bet is kind of a double-double with a little bit of a twist. It's an Isaiah Hartenstein same game parlay. 10 plus points, 10 plus rebounds, 3 plus assists. I love all 3 categories for Isaiah Hartenstein, so I just combine them in an SGP to get really juicy odds, plus 165 at Bet365. So he's hit 10 plus points in about 80% of his games, 10 plus rebounds in about 80% of his games, 3 plus assists in about 80% of his games. He did it against the Warriors earlier this year when he had all 3 of those, 3 assists, over 10 rebounds in both, and assists. It's a really good matchup for all 3 of these categories for Isaiah Hartenstein. He scores the majority of his points in terms of shot zone on the floor in the non-restricted area of the paint. That's where the Warriors defense is weakest. They allow the most points specifically in that area of the floor. They allow a lot of rebounds to centers as well because they don't have a traditional traditional center. And they allow a lot of assists to centers as well, which is why we like combining all 3. And that's all we got. I appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out goldboys.com. I'm on Twitter at JediModi, and have a good one.